Could I ask you to please stand if you're able for the arrival of the official party?
Looks like it's starting to move. They will stop. So they will stop.
Thank you. Please be seated. It's my pleasure to now introduce Ngunnawal Elder Serena Williams to welcome us to country, and Picky Thomas from Fire and Emergency New Zealand to provide a mihi whakato on behalf of our Maori colleagues across Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Yuma. Darawa ngunna darawa ngurumbangu ngunawo. Hello everybody. This country here is Ngunnawal country, ancestral and present homeland of the Ngunnawal people. Yango ngalawiri, dunumanyan Ngunnawari darawari. We're gathered here today on the meeting place and pathways of the Ngunnawal people. Ningara dindi, Ngunnawal bandarawa yinjamara lijinyin. I want to pay my respects to all of my elders, male, female, past and present. And included in those is my mum here, Auntie Serena Williams, and also Uncle Picky from Ngāti Pikiao, Aotearoa. I want to also offer you the protection of Medallion, the wedge-tailed eagle, Yungi Mango Medallion. She is the totem of the Ngunnawal people, and she will oversee you here on your time on Ngunnawal country. I'll now pass over to my mum, Auntie Serena.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to acknowledge a couple of people that are here this morning with us, and my daughter Maggie, of course. My brother Picky Thomas, who represents his whānau from his country. Our Minister Jenny McAllister. Our High Commissioners that are here today, Andrew and Erica from the US and from New Zealand. The AFAC President Darren Clem, AFAC CEO Rob Webb, Commissioners, Chiefs and Heads of Agencies and everyone that is present this morning, particularly the families. Thank you AFAC for inviting me here to the National Emergency Service Memorial. I'd first like to make my most deepest respects to all those who have lost their lives defending people, homes and countries across New Zealand and Aotearoa, New Zealand. And I'd like to thank their families for trusting me with the opportunity to honour their lives today with a welcome to country. You are each pillars of strength in your communities, and I have love and respect for you all. I'd also like to thank the Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander and Maori members of AFAC and the emergency services who have contributed their time, knowledge and protecting country. Indigenous people of the Pacific have a wealth of knowledge and an understanding of how landscapes and climate works. And we want nothing more than to preserve our land through our traditional practices so that next generations may enjoy the safe and beauty of our country as togetherness of all Australians and all New Zealanders to share this beautiful country. I acknowledge my elders past, present and future. I also acknowledge everyone here today again, and I say in my revitalised language, as a Yorwang Bulan, a strong woman of ceremony, I say, Yumalandi, Yeramuran, Nanawaldura. Hello, come. I will sweep the lands for you to leave your footprints here in beautiful Ngunnawal country. Najan, the water of the Royal, the Murrumbidgee, the Molonglo, the Gudgeonby and Ginninderry that will cleanse you of all harm. And Mullian. Mullian is the wedge-tail eagle, the totem of the Ngunnawal people, and she will guide, protect and oversee you here on your journey on beautiful Ngunnawal country. God bless all. Thank you again for having me here to do this honour of welcoming to country here today, particularly for all the lives that have been lost and the families that are here today. My heart goes out and deepest respects to you all.
Whakataka hau ki te uru, whakataka hau ki te tonga. Kia mā kina ki uta, kia mā taratara ki tai. E hi ake ana te ātākura he tio, he huka, he hahu, te he mauri ora. Prepare for the westerly winds. Brace ourselves for the southerly gales. Icy cold shall grip the land and chill the coastal trails. May dawn arise with crimson hues on ice, on snow, as we remember those of our loved ones here today. We are one. Ia kurangatira tēnā koutou katoa, mihi tuatahi ake nei au ki a koutou te haukainga o Ngunnawal, Auntie Serena, Maggie tēnā kōrua, me o kōrua whānau ana hoki. Tēnā koutou, te kirimate. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge and thank Auntie Serena and her daughter Maggie for inviting and welcoming us here this morning. Most importantly, I'm here to bring across the wairua or the spirit of those in Aotearoa, New Zealand, to lay amongst us today in this very, very solemn occasion. And in doing so, I acknowledge you, all of the families or the whānau that are here today, to bring your loved ones back to us today to remember and celebrate. Ko rahi pēr ngā kōrero i tēnei wā. Kei te mihi atu au ki a koutou te paiariki Minister o tira ia ngā rangatira e noho nei tēnā kōrua, tēnā koutou, tēnā koe ānaru, ngā mihi rā ki a koe i Aotearoa. So I just want to acknowledge our special guests on our front line today as well. Acknowledge you all and appreciate your presence here today. Weno, korahi mo tēnei wā huri no tō tātou nei marae, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. So to you all, the many chiefs and the many guests that are here today, I acknowledge you all, I acknowledge you all, I acknowledge you all, tēnā koutou.
Thank you, Auntie Serena, Maggie and Picky. The Woden Valley Youth Choir will now lead the national anthems of Aotearoa, New Zealand, Australia, ending with Advance Australia Fair in Ngunnawal language. Please stand if you're able. Thank you, and please be seated. Welcome to the National Memorial Service for Fire and Emergency Services personnel. My name is Rob Webb, the Chief Executive at AFAC, and I'll be your host this morning. I'd like to extend a welcome to Senator the Honourable Jenny McAllister, Minister for Emergency Management, Minister for Cities, Her Excellency Dr. Julie Sunday, High Commissioner of Canada for Canada in Australia, His Excellency Andrew Needs, High Commissioner of New Zealand to Australia, and Ms. Erica Olsen, Charge d'Affaires ad interim for the United States in America. United States in Australia. Distinguished guests, to our families, senior leaders of fire and emergency services from Australia and Aotearoa, New Zealand, agency members, volunteers, welcome all. I'd like to invite AFAC President, Commissioner Darren Clem, to provide an introduction to today's service.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob, and also thank you to Auntie Serena for welcoming us to this very special place, and thank you to Piki for acknowledging our connection to Aotearoa, New Zealand. Good morning, my name is Darren Clem and I am the Commissioner of the Department of Fire and Emergency Services in Western Australia and the President of AFAC, the Australian and New Zealand Council for Fire and Emergency Services. We come together today for our 11th annual service as representatives from 36 fire and emergency service organisations to honour the courage and sacrifice of those who have died in the line of duty. Together, we remember our colleagues, family members and friends who have made the ultimate sacrifice and thank them for keeping our community safe. We are here to commemorate 25 people who dedicated their lives to protecting their communities. Today, their families will receive an AFAC Memorial Medallion, a very small token to acknowledge their loss. We also add 34 names to the memorial wall. The names added to the wall are a permanent reminder of all who have lost their lives in the line of duty since records began. Today, we honour their commitment and their bravery. We know that their sacrifices made our world a safer place, and we are forever grateful for their service. This work is carried out by those who are called by a sense of duty to others and a sense of duty to their community. This is what makes the men and women who work across the fire and emergency services so special. And this is what makes it so hard to lose them. To the families here and joining us online, we as AFAC Council stand with you in remembering your loved ones. We acknowledge your loss, share your grief, and offer our ongoing commitment to maintain their legacy. And I would like to thank those who are continuing to support family and loved ones. The National Emergency Services Memorial stands as a reminder of the countless lives that have been saved, the properties that have been protected, and the countless acts of kindness that have been shown by those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Today we pause to pay our respects to those who we honour and remember. Tomorrow and each day after, we renew our commitment to building a safer and more compassionate world for our fire and emergency services personnel, their families, and the very communities that we serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's my pleasure to welcome Senator the Honourable Jenny McAllister, Minister for Emergency Management, Minister for Cities, to provide the official address.
Good morning. Thank you, Auntie Serena. Thank you to your daughter Maggie for your welcome. We appreciate it very much. Thank you to Mr. Piki Thomas for your words and for joining us here this morning. I also wish to acknowledge Dr. Julie Sunday, High Commissioner for Canada to Australia, Ms. Erica Olsen, Chargé d'Affaires ad interim for the United States in Australia, His Excellency Andrew Needs, High Commissioner of New Zealand to Australia, senior leaders of fire and emergency services in Australia and New Zealand, as well as agency staff and volunteers who are here today, and of course, the families of those we commemorate and remember during this morning's service. It is truly a privilege to join you today on behalf of the Australian Government. Emergency events bring devastation to communities, whether it is fire or flood or storm or cyclone. And during these times when communities are experiencing their worst, we also see the very, very best, the commitment and the care of fire and emergency services personnel who respond to the needs of their communities during these events. And in this spirit of service, Australian and New Zealand communities find hope during tough times. It is a quality that builds our resilience, and it's a quality that bonds us together. And this morning we commemorate 25 men and women who selflessly served their communities and lost their lives. It is because they gave so much that their loss is felt so deeply. And to the families here today, our hearts are with you. Today we also add 34 names to the memorial wall. We remember these men and women, and I will read their names now. From the Country Fire Authority Victoria, Gary Mallon. From Department of Fire and Emergency Services Western Australia, James Marshall, Frederick Maller, Walter Hillier, John Tierney, Thomas Stokes, Robert Durl, Arthur Dubelay, William Murphy, Richard Barrett Leonard, Kim Kerno, Kim Hartley, Chester McKean, Lee Bergen, Edmund Brooks, Harry Stead. From Fire and Rescue New South Wales, James Ellis, John Gilbert, Kevin Banks, Paul Carter, Dallas Thurlow. From Fire Rescue Victoria, Graham Danby, Matthew Hunt. From New South Wales Rural Fire Service, Jamie Murphy, David Edwards, Jeffrey Marr, Shane Thomas, Russell Hoyle, Scott Malloy. From South Australia Country Fire Service, Troy Kinslow, Neil Adams. From South Australia Metropolitan Fire Service, Clifford Edmonds, Michael O'Connell, and from Tasmania Fire Service, Robert Deverill. We add these names today, recognising their courage and establishing a permanent reminder of all who have lost their lives in the line of duty. This place honours their names. It provides us all with a special place of reflection and appreciation. The memorial wall also allows future generations to recall their bravery and their service and to find solace in this place. Again, to the families who join us here, I know that this is a difficult day. I hope that you find strength and comfort from those who have gathered to be part of this service. We mourn with you, and together we honour their memory.
Thank you, Minister. Please welcome Chaplain Cameron McCarroll from Fire and Rescue New South Wales to provide a reflection.
Today we gather to honour the brave souls of our emergency services. It is not just their duties as firefighters and responders that we remember, but it was their character. It was their compassion, courage, and selflessness that led them to lay down their lives for their community. Embodying the greatest love, as told in the Gospel of John, that says, "Greater love has no one than this, that someone lays down their life for their friend." What sets our first responders apart is their choice to give their lives was not just for a friend, but it was for a stranger. The choice was not a spur-of-the-moment decision, but it was a series of decisions, a series of sacrifices. It was a decision to start that first application. It was a decision to give their all in their training. It was a decision to be on shift or on call. It was a decision to commit to a way of life that would have them miss birthdays, Christmases, holidays, and leave their dinner on the table getting cold while they selflessly served, giving hope to those in need. It was the decision to choose a profession or follow a calling that would expose them to trauma and put them at risk of developing cancer, as well as many other physical risks involved in the job. Just as Christ made the decision to sacrifice himself so that humanity would have hope, it is because of these decisions of those whose names are etched in the wall, and many others, that lives have been saved, and property and the environment protected. And so we pay our respects to the people who gave their lives, to those who laid down their lives as an act of love for the good of others, to the families who are here today, who have borne the cost of this sacrifice, and to the colleagues and to the mates who have suffered this great loss. We are with you. This memorial is a testament that you are not alone. We are here to do life together. We are here to cry together, to grieve together, to share together, and to remember together. The names etched in the wall and the medallion that are received are, as it said, a very small token. The real gift is the faces and the men and women around you, because we are here to share with your grief and your loss together. We are here to stand side by side together. We are here to lift each other up in times of need. The Gospel of Matthew says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." So may the Lord bless you and keep you, and may you always know that you are never alone. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain McCarroll. I now invite Senator McAllister and Commissioner Clem to present AFAC Memorial Medallions to the families of those who have lost their lives in the line of duty. As well as the family representatives who will be receiving medallions, we acknowledge extended family members, friends and colleagues who are here today on this significant occasion, including those joining us via live stream. We also recognise the staff from each agency who have given support to the bereaved families. To receive the medallion recognising Substation Officer Dennis Jung from Air Services Australia is Stacey Jung. Substation Officer Jung died on the 18th of October 2022 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising volunteer member Gary Mallon from the Country Fire Authority Victoria are Justin Mallon and Katie Robbins. Volunteer firefighter Mallon died on the 30th of January 2024 from a fatal medical episode while responding to an incident. To receive the medallion recognising firefighter Frederick Maller from the Department of Fire and Emergency Services, Western Australia, is Aileen Elliott. Firefighter Maller died on the 29th of January 1908 from injuries sustained while responding to an incident. To receive the medallion recognising firefighter William Murphy from the Department of Fire and Emergency Services, Western Australia, is Pamela Murphy. Firefighter Murphy died on the 3rd of December 1974 from injuries sustained while responding to an incident. To receive the medallion recognising 2nd Lieutenant Kim Curnow from Department of Fire and Emergency Services, Western Australia, are Rosie and Emma Curnow. 2nd Lieutenant Curnow died on the 17th of November 2015 while fighting the Scadden fire. To receive the medallion recognising Superintendent Edmund Brooks from the Department of Fire and Emergency Services, Western Australia, is Belinda Brooks. Superintendent Brooks died on the 1st of July 2022 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising Station Officer Lee Bergen from the Department of Fire and Emergency Services, Western Australia, is Natalie Bergen. Station Officer Bergen died on the 10th of February 2022 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising volunteer firefighter Harry Stead from the Department of Fire and Emergency Services, Western Australia, are Suzanne Stead and Simon Stead. Volunteer firefighter Stead died on the 26th of December 2023 from injuries sustained while responding to a bushfire. To receive the medallion recognising Station Officer James Ellis from Fire and Rescue New South Wales is Denise Ellis. Station Officer Ellis died on the 4th of October 2000 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising retained firefighter John Gilbert from Fire and Rescue New South Wales is Daniel Gilbert. Retained firefighter Gilbert died on the 29th of November 2021 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising Captain Paul Carter from Fire and Rescue New South Wales is Nadia Carter. Captain Carter died on the 3rd of February 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising retained firefighter Dallas Thurlow from Fire and Rescue New South Wales is Frankie Thurlow. Retained firefighter Thurlow died on the 3rd of July 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising Senior Firefighter Graham Danby from Fire Rescue Victoria is Marilyn Danby. Senior Firefighter Danby died on the 9th of September 2022 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising leading firefighter Matthew Hunt from Fire Rescue Victoria is Belinda Hunt. Leading firefighter Hunt died on the 12th of December 2022 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising firefighter Jamie Murphy from New South Wales Rural Fire Service is Tracy Walton. Firefighter Murphy died on the 23rd of January 2023 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising firefighter David Edwards from New South Wales Rural Fire Service is Brian Edwards. Firefighter Edwards died on the 25th of November 2023 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising firefighter Jeffrey Ma from New South Wales Rural Fire Service is Jean Ma. Firefighter Ma died on the 6th of January 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising firefighter Shane Thomas from New South Wales Rural Fire Service is Jenny Duang Moon. Firefighter Thomas died on the 28th of March 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising firefighter Russell Hoyle from the New South Wales Rural Fire Service is Beverly Hoyle. Firefighter Hoyle died on the 18th of April 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising Deputy Captain Scott Malloy from the New South Wales Rural Fire Service is Cassandra Malloy. Deputy Captain Malloy died on the 17th of May 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising volunteer firefighter Troy Kinslow from the South Australian Country Fire Service are Georgia and Kayleen Kinslow. Volunteer firefighter Kinslow died on the 18th of May 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising volunteer firefighter Neil Adams from South Australia Country Fire Service is Veronica Adams. Volunteer firefighter Adams died on the 17th of September 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising firefighter Michael O'Connell from the South Australian Metropolitan Fire Service is Chief Officer Jeff Swan on behalf of the O'Connell family. Firefighter O'Connell died on the 12th of August 2024 as a result of workplace cancer. Chief Officer Swan will also be accepting the medallion recognising Station Officer Clifford Edmonds on behalf of the Edmonds family. Station Officer Edmonds died on the 25th of December 2023 as a result of workplace cancer. To receive the medallion recognising Senior Station Officer Robert Deverell from the Tasmania Fire Service is Brendan Lucas. Senior Station Officer Deverell died on the 21st of March 2023 as a result of workplace cancer. The wreath laying ceremony will now commence. I ask Senator McAllister to lay a wreath to commemorate those who have lost their lives in the line of duty. I now invite the following to lay wreaths: Her Excellency Dr. Sunday, His Excellency Andrew Needs, and Ms. Erica Olson, to acknowledge our international partnerships with Canada, the United States and New Zealand. Commissioner Clem to lay a wreath on behalf of our emergency services members. Andrew Taylor, Scott Campbell, Gordon Hall, and Casey Maguire to acknowledge support for volunteers. There'll be an opportunity for all others to pay their respects and leave a sprig of rosemary on the memorial wall at the conclusion of the service. If you're able, please all stand while we observe 1 minute's silence to remember all those who have lost their lives protecting our communities. Please be seated. I now invite Auntie Serena, Maggie and Picky back to share some closing remarks.
Now I'm going to talk from the heart. I just pay my condolences to all the families. Grief is a really hard thing, but we never let go and we always hold them within our memories. Again, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. And again, to all the frontline workers the work that you continue to do. I'm a bit lost for words, but much love, deepest respect, condolences to all. Thank you.
Me pēnei taku kōrero rātou kia rātou haere. Let these be the last words that I say to your families. Let them rest in peace. Tātou te ngora kia tātou anō, haere I rungi te whakaro o rātou mākua wehe. Go in the knowledge that your loved ones and your whānau and your families will forever be remembered here. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Thank you to Auntie Serena, Maggie and Picky. That concludes our service today. On behalf of AFAC, thank you all for your attendance and to all those who have contributed to this significant occasion. For those in Canberra, you're welcome to come forward and please place some rosemary on the memorial wall. Light refreshments are also available on the lawn. Thank you and good morning.